So everybody is wondering, has Nina leaped a lottery yet? It is the date anyway, is December 30th. I've been trying to do this since last year, almost literally a year ago, and I have not leaped more than 4 out of 6 because I have not had any receivers receiving from me. So that's why I started this business to get people to receive from me. That way I'm not blocking my own energy because I can't send and receive. Otherwise, it's like magnets like hitting each other, or there's two of me in one space, and if I don't have complete silence, then I'm projecting what I hear, even like even though it's not me, I'm projecting that as well. So yeah, the what am I spending my money on once I have a solid group of receivers. I am investing in a drug. So I know this drug works because before I started getting hijacked by telepaths in April of this year, I spent about 2 weeks in the future. I was listening to live playlists or live concerts and stuff and just listening to myself, and no one was bothering me. Like no one knew what I was doing. So it was like I was spending time with myself in the future, and it was awesome. And I was like, okay, well, if I can do this, I can try to keep leaping lotteries. But of course, I was getting blocked at that point. But for 2 weeks, I learned that in about, well, actually, my drug, I'm trying to leap within 5 years, but the drug is to reverse aging and maintain and multiply mitochondria. So I've learned a lot about my blood in the last year, and I know that my blood is going to be hard to approve by the FDA, but it is part of the formula. So my drug won't exist with anyone but me, which is really exciting because that means that it's mine and no one can steal it from me. But what's crazy is I don't know. I know I have to spend like 2.5 years in and out of a lab, with probably with Pfizer or one of those companies that manufacture drugs. It will cost roughly. I did the research. It's going to cost about 3 billion per year. That's the high end. But this drug is going to be. It's going to reverse aging. What I want it to do is reverse aging up to 30 years. And then sustain that age. So sustain the youth, the mitochondria at that age. And depending on how many shots, because it will be an injection, kind of like a flu shot, it'll be that. And then I think I'm going to make a serum on top of it just to help with skincare and stuff like that. So that'll actually be a separate drug. But the first one will be the injection, and it's also supposed to help cure diseases and viruses, or at least help people stay healthy. Even it would help people with AIDS. So I'm the main goal of it is to help people live longer, and it will help fight diseases. When you have higher mitochondria, you're better at fighting diseases and stuff like that. So my because my blood will be part of that, and I'm probably not supposed to say that, but I don't know how much blood is going to be required to make this drug working, but there will be side effects, like you may have more telepathy than normal. I doubt that it will make anyone time travel, since that is a genetic mutation, and my blood does not genetically mutate people, but it does activate what is already there. And since I'm related to like the whole world genetically, whatever we have similar, if it's turned off in you, it will be turned on when you get your injection. So that is also something that I don't know if they're even going to let me make that public or not, but it will be in the side effects. If people don't let me say, it may cause telepathy, because it will turn that on if you don't have it. Because that's what's been happening with people who have consumed my blood or like became blood brothers or sisters with me. So I know it's going to do that. But I'm just really excited because it'll cost 3 billion to get it manufactured. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to charge per injection, but because it reverses aging up to 30 years, it's going to be comparable to like cosmetic procedures like a facial lift, at minimal charge. But it's going to transform your whole body, and it will keep you healthy. It will save your life, and it will give you some level of powers. So it's the most exciting thing that I'm going to be developing if it ever gets FDA approved. If it doesn't, I'll just make it in Mexico. You can quote me on that. um, yeah, so there's that, and so it's 3 billion to make it. It's supposed to, and this is what I believed. It's supposed to be worth over 140 billion within the first year. So I'm going to have a lot of people buying this injection, including hospitals and stuff for people who are suffering from diseases and viruses. So that's the exciting part that I know within at least maximum 5 years. I mean, I'm hoping it's 3 years. I'll be a billionaire. So, and everyone investing in it, just imagine our cost for, as a whole would be 3 billion, and 100 and something billion would be the return. After the 3 billion is taken out each year to manufacture it. So yeah, so that's the beginning. I will be investing in more drugs to make more drugs. So if you want to invest in those too, I'll be making like aphrodisiac shot, or like even an over counter thing. I'll be making a lot of cool stuff. So that's what I'm spending my lottery money on, because that's what's going to make me the most money. And during that process of like making the drug, I'll be working with scientists and stuff. So I'll be providing a lot of information on my genetic material. Just the type of quantum abilities that I have. I'll be having like actual data to show the calculations and stuff of like the actual data of what I'm doing that's measured by technology. And some technology isn't there yet. Like they're not right now. IBM has this, they have a quantum teleportation program, like software, whatever, that describes quantum teleportation, but it doesn't configure, it doesn't have space time as part of the formula. Like it has Alice talks to Bob, and it's just like a linear. It's not like, I don't know even know how to say it. It's not multidimensional like I am. So I do need software developed. If you're a software developer and you want to develop software that's quantum technology and quantum software, definitely go into that field. I will pay for it. And I will invest in it because I need it to exist. That way, when I do start ascending for like elites and like presidents and stuff like that, they'll have better equipment. They'll have like better algorithms and stuff to help them. I mean, what I want to exist are like the satellites to be able to know where I am just based on my energy signature at all times. And I know that's kind of scary. Like some people are like, you don't want to, you're never going to get off the grid. And I don't want to. Like if I'm the only person like me out there, me and my kids, maybe possibly because they're only half like me, I do want people to know where I am that have the power to protect me. So that is the whole point of that. Also, I mean, I want, if there's someone else like out there like me, God forbid they're like a villain and we have like someone time traveling and trying to kill everybody, like Terminator. So we do need to have that technology to exist in case there's someone that's not like me in character but is like me in power. That would be a freaking nightmare. Or worst case scenarios, I get kidnapped by terrorists. Yeah, we don't want that. So those are the things I'm trying to get the government to make, or like Elon Musk with Starlink, just like I don't know, invent it. Which is why I want to work for him so bad. Like if he ever watches this, like Elon Musk, like please start leaving stuff. I mean, just leave it. I will never tell you no. Okay, I might tell you no. I will tell you no if it's a danger to me, but other than that, I'll never say no to you. But that's pretty much it. Like that's my main goal. I do want to have like a philanthropy part of my life. I will be helping children, mainly children who are in vulnerable populations, so that I can be a support. I think I want to make like little community centers, or even just have like a orphanages built. I don't know, but I really want to help children, especially ones that are being trafficked, to get out of that and to have a lot of resources, and especially single parents that are being targeted to be a part of these clubs that are trafficking children, because they don't have any money. I want them to have other options, because that's the main thing. Those are the main people that are getting targeted, are people in poverty with children. They're targeting, these traffickers target them, and they end up being abused. So I'm trying to stop that from happening as much as possible, even if it means passing laws to make sure that most of these traffickers stay in jail for life. That's what I'm willing to do. And as a billionaire, I'll have the power to do it. So I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. If you want to invest in me now, that would be amazing. But really all I just need are people to receive from me to leap lotteries, and the money's there. Like the money's there. As soon as we invest in this drug, the money will always be there. All right. I hope that helps you understand me. Godspeed.